You know, after the end of a long, tough day, there's nothing like Frank Gehry to make you happy. This is the Gates building at MIT, and I'm with Assaf Biderman, who was with the SENSEable Cities Lab at MIT. You brought us out onto the deck here, and this is really an amazing space, and you said the inside meets the outside here.
Yeah, I mean, he built a building, basically took it apart, and then he stitched it together with glass. So you get natural light in the center of the building, almost 4 floors under the, where the light would have met the outside otherwise.
And it really is an amazing ability to make you happy about a space. And one day, Assaf, I have to hear about the Frank Gehry commission that he did for me. But today, I want to talk to you about the conference here. This is a conference about the fact that our cities are emitting data, whether it's data that's flying out of cell phones or the cities are creating themselves, that gives us a whole new view of what's actually going on and how to manage, and in a way, since we're instrumenting ourselves, a new view into the human experience.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like a little revolution that cities are going to undergo. We're seeing the industry now moving in. IBM is starting a big initiative on this. Cisco is, SAP, Intel. And the governments are willing to start to open up their data sets. Now the question is, how are we going to set this up so that individuals, hackers, you and I can make applications that would benefit the public good out in space?
And this bit about governments opening up data, I've had a personal experience with this. As you know, I've been involved in creating the Gray Area Foundation for the Arts in San Francisco, and Stamen Design, that it was involved in creating crime spotting, has an exhibit at our place. And my first reaction was, if we show all of this stuff, we'll alarm the community because they'll see crime. And now I've realized it's the feedback mechanism that lets citizens manage the government. When you see how people are responding to crime and what's going on, you can put a control mechanism in and manage people better. It's an empowerment thing, and it changes our relationship from government to, like, we're annoyed by government, which seems to be an American thing, to we actually have power here.
Yeah, and the interesting thing, I think it was Anish Chopra and the CEO of IBM that were talking at the IBM Smarter Cities conference at the end of last week. And Anish seemed to have gotten most of it right in opening open source applications for people to connect their real-time data, applications to lie on top, but still it was always under the idea of top-down management. We can manage better transportation, we can manage better how we impact the environment, but there is the greater opportunity, which is us govern ourselves. And this is really enabled through this kind of feedback loop.
Assaf, if you think about it, in the last several years, the world of journalism got toppled by us govern ourselves, and that the audience became involved. The world of marketing, brands have to respond to the audience. The world of entertainment, this is kind of the force majeure of history.
Yeah, and this is, I feel at least, my hope is we're going to see this over the next 5 to 10 years happening in cities all over the world.
And what's amazing is, I think it's the next thing. We in Silicon Valley, we were so wrapped up in social media. What I've learned is, actually, taxi cabs and trash and cell phones have far more to say than we humans ever will. And thank God for that, because we have a lot to learn from them. At MIT, at the very happy Frank Gehry building, it's Peter Hirshberg with Assaf Biderman.
Ciao.
Ciao.